Go ahead, Cian. You're on.
Awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate the introduction, Rodney. Big shout out to Aiden, who's out in Nigeria. Big group from out there. Also, we've got some big leaders on the call right now. I can see Alvin and is he still on? No, he was on.
Yeah, he was on.
Another name, Alvin yes, Alvin. I thought I saw Alvin. So anyway, guys, thank you again. Representing Sal right now. I believe Sal is in the air somewhere. He's traveling. He's always on the go. He asked me to fill in for him and show you the cloud. I don't want to call it cloud token anymore, but the cloud token opportunity, the project, what we're doing. So big welcome to everyone who's been in crypto for a while now, and for the ones who are actually just getting started in crypto. What you're going to see today, and big shout out to Ronald I for coming out again tonight. What you're going to see is technology, and Ronald's talked a lot about the technology today, and something that Alvin and they keep mentioning is bet on the technology. Because if you have nothing but the technology, you've got a great place to start, especially if it's your own technology. All right, there's 3 things I learned a long time ago when you're in the crypto space and you're going to vet crypto programs. Number 1 is make sure the company has their own technology and has a working model. And we've got that. Number 2 is make sure that the company shows a lot of transparency, that the owners are visible. And you just saw that right now. Ronald I was with us for a good hour of his time. He woke up and he spent that time with us. And not just that, he's also very, you can follow him on Facebook and he will respond to your messages. Okay, how much more transparent can you get? Big word in the crypto space. And last name is big names. Ronald I himself, he is the owner of the technology. It's his. We're not outsourcing anything, right? All the developers are through him. So very exciting right there. Just going to mute some people there. So yes, technology, transparency, and the big names. Oh, all right. So welcome to Cloud Token. This is where you can store, earn, and spend on your mobile app. It's a mobile app that rewards you 6 to 12% per month to simply hold your cryptocurrency on your wallet. Very exciting. Now, the highlights of the Cloud Token company. They are the creator, and you met him, Ronald I, the creator of the Cloud Token. He's the winner of the prestigious 2018 Blockchain Innovation of the Year Award just last year at the World Blockchain Forum in Shenzhen, China. So big technology he owns. The Cloud Token's created a complete ecosystem for its members on how to store, earn, and spend their cryptocurrency in free accounts. That's right. It doesn't cost anything to be a part of Cloud Token, the ecosystem. Okay. The conceptual model began in January, just this year. So the official launch was in May 12, 2019 in Bangkok, in Thailand. And a bunch of us on this call were there. Very exciting. And then guess what? In less than 6 months, we've got well over 500,000 users that have deposited over 500 million USD dollars worth into Cloud Token, which is amazing. And 90% of the Cloud Token members are in China. So we know what that means. That means that 10% right now is outside of China. So the opportunities are endless. The average promoters are creating about $1,000 a day. And we're talking people doing that in less than 90 days. And in the world-class promoters, they're making about $50,000 daily. And a lot of them have done this in less than 50 days. Okay, so you can ask yourself at the end of this call whether you want to become a spectator, a participant, or promoter. Okay, so let's review now why do Cloud Token now. One of the big reasons is because of Bitcoin and where it is today. Now, it's gone through many cycles over the last 10 years. And a quick Bitcoin short history. October 2008, Bitcoin, it started off as a peer-to-peer electronic cash system created by Satoshi Nakamoto. We're not really sure who he is or if he's a group of people or if he's just an idea. But the bottom line is there was a white paper that created Bitcoin. In 2010, the first purchase of Bitcoin happened where somebody actually had about 10,000 Bitcoin. And he said, anyone who wants to give me anything for these 10,000 Bitcoin, you're more than welcome. Guess what? This ad stayed online for 3 days. 10,000 Bitcoin was online for 3 days and no one took it until somebody said, I'll give you 2 pizzas for it. So the exchange was done. The first exchange, someone received 10,000 Bitcoin and the other person received $25 worth of pizza. 10,000. To put in perspective, if you were to purchase $10,000 worth of gold 10 years ago, today you would have made about the same. You would have been around $10,000, $9,000 worth of gold. If you had bought $10,000 worth of the S&P 500, we're looking at about $15,000 to $25,000 you would have made today. But if you had purchased $10,000 worth of Bitcoin 10 years ago, we're talking about $1 billion. Okay, November 2013, Bitcoin finally surpassed the price of gold. Right, so the price was $12.42 for Bitcoin, and the price of an ounce of gold was $12.40. July 2015, Ethereum launched, and never take Ethereum lightly, because right now, out of 3,000 different coins, Bitcoin is king. It's number one. But guess what the queen is? A very close second is Ethereum. And that's something that we use today in Cloud Token to be able to liquidate what we have, okay, into fiat. So Ethereum is huge. It's faster than Bitcoin and all these things. But that was a big thing there. That's another thing that just launched the cryptocurrency market into space. In 2017, December, a bunch of us on this call were part of the all-time high of Bitcoin of over 19,000, almost 20,000 USD worth for one Bitcoin. Now, we know that it crashed last year, and over last year, it was as low as about 3,000, 4,000. But now we're looking at a bull run, and the bull run is now. Everyone who's part of the bull run of cryptocurrency, everyone eats during a bull run. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. The bull run is now. Take advantage of it. Timing couldn't be better for Bitcoin and Cloud Token. So who are we? Ronald I is the lead tech of Cloud Token. He was just on for a good hour. He's a serial entrepreneur in the world industry over the last 25 years. He successfully built several internet businesses in his career and has been developing new technologies for social media, payment, mobile wallets, smartphones, telco systems, IoT solutions, blockchain technology. Just this guy, I talk about successful people in a blockchain company. If you're going to vet the company, this guy won the Innovative Blockchain Project of the Year, 2018. Okay, we're talking about his technology is the 4th generation of blockchain. You had Bitcoin, generation 1. You had Ethereum, generation 2, which is a lot faster. Then you had the EOS, which is, again, much faster, 3rd generation. Now we've got the Bit Beta systems. It's his technology, and if you were here in the last hour, you saw where we're going with this, okay? I made some very quick notes. We got a cloud SIM coming for phones, an exchange, a payment system, right? We're looking to become the greatest or the largest payment system around the world so that vendors can accept our cryptocurrency as well as fiat, okay? So a lot of exciting things coming down the pipes. Now, the Cloud Token itself was launched at 30 cents. The very next day, it was 31 cents. This is a growing, the token itself is growing in value. May 14th, 34 cents. May 16th, 34.5 cents. Today, 3 months later, we're looking at about 47.5 cents. So it's growing. And we're talking almost 55 to 58% growth since it launched. So timing couldn't be better. A lot of you in this call who are getting in for the first time or even seeing this for the first time, timing couldn't be better. We're still in the dial-up stage of this company. Matter of fact, we're still in the dial-up stage of Bitcoin, right? And we talk about tech. This is something that he was talking about. We have a Jarvis AI software. And you know what? In the last 2.5 years, the first time that anyone in this space has opened their laptop and showed me their trades on Binance. So we know, because transparency, how we're earning that money. And one of the unique softwares we're using is called Jarvis. It's an AI trading tool. And here's, they also show 100% transparency because it's on the app. You can see exactly the trades that are happening in real time. And that's Ronald right there showing the order history on the app. And there's some trades there on Binance showing, and if you keep this open for a minute, for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes, you will see all the trades in real time happening, just populating the screen. Okay? And this is one of the offices that he was talking about. He's got about 3 different companies trading, as well as Ronald and his team. These guys look after the AI bots. And he was talking about this trading team. They have a new office in Kuala Lumpur. Okay, so one of the floors is strictly them to make sure that we're making our money. And in the very end of this video, if you wait to the very end, you're going to see Ronald I opening up his laptop or his screen and showing all the trades happening. There he is. And Chaco, look at all the little trades that all the wins he's doing on a regular basis.
This is the trading pad of Ethereum and USDT. So you will see that the system is actually doing a lot of transactions, buying and selling.
A lot of transactions. You know what? No one's doing this. No one else is doing and showing their trades. Okay, and that's been the issue with a lot of these kind of companies over the last couple of years. But Ronald's really the first one who stood up and said, here, take a look at it. Here's what we're doing. And not just that, he's putting a lot of these trades on the app. Incredible. So that was live. This is also a live tech demo on the cloud branded payment card that Ronald was talking about, where you can exchange your fiat, your crypto into fiat, and then use that to pay for vendors. In this case over here, he's talking, I think the lady is putting her card in an ATM machine and taking the cash out. So she does that. And this is one of the betas. They're going to be handing out a lot of these cards for C2s and above in October. So a lot of the exciting things he was talking about on the call earlier, you want to get yourself to Malaysia. Okay, get yourself there, because you'll get, you'll see the company for what it is. You'll see a lot of transparency. Okay, C2s and above will get that card. Very exciting. I think he was also talking about the people there will receive that SIM card. Okay, you'll be part of the beta testing for this SIM card to be put into your phone and using that for the calls within your area. Okay, so very, very exciting. Get yourself to Kuala Lumpur in October. And there she is. There's the cash, and there's her receipt. Unique Tech, we also have NFC cards. When I was in Bangkok, they actually gave out the NFC cards that allows you to connect this card with your app, your phone app, and allows you to turn on your app without having to key in your password. So the first thing they do is that they link the card to the account, and there's a 6-digit PIN that they use. And then you use the NFC technology. You place the card behind the phone. You connect it with the 6 digits that you have. And once that's done, they're connected. And all you have to do is you press the login. You see? The login with your card, which is the bottom option. There's the bottom option. Now you log in using the link card, and there it is. So we're talking about technology, guys. If I were to bet on technology, you can't go wrong, especially if the owner of the technology is with a company. There's no outsourcing of the technology. Okay. We also have a cloud token ecosystem. So you have the intelligent finance, the arbitrage, and the payment solution. Okay. As a comprehensive service platform for digital assets. So it's got 3 functional sections: the cloud token intelligent finance. So it's almost like if you were to go to your bank and you have all these different coins. And you say, listen, for let's say USD or what's it called? USD, Canadian dollars. And if you ask them to trade that for you, okay, and the bank's not going to do that. Here you can do that, right? We have over 8 different kinds of coins that you can hold on in your wallet, and they're coming out with a new one. But the coins that you have on the wallet you can hold here to earn are top 20 coins, which means they're very liquid. The more liquid you are, okay, the sooner you can exchange your coins for fiat. All right. We also have the arbitrage trading, which I just showed you, and the pass-send economy payment ecosystem. And that's why we need more members. The more members we have, the faster the transactions. The more members we have, the more things we can do as a group, okay? And one of the things that creates any value is having a large community. When I got started in this business, there was about 5,000 members. When I went to Bangkok, Thailand for the grand opening, there was about 150,000 members. And right now, there's about 500,000 members worldwide. So are we a growing community? You bet. You bet. Okay, so why Cloud Token? Well, first off, because of the names behind the project. Okay, you don't get any bigger than Ronald I. Okay, WBF, he's a winner, innovative project winner. Okay, you've got the tech. Like I said, you bet on the technology. You bet on the people who have the technology. We have it. All right. There's no packages to buy, which is very exciting. There's no membership fees. Okay. A lot of you who've been in network marketing companies before, there were membership fees, and there was also monthly auto ships. We don't have those two. There's no monthly auto ship, yet there is passive income. There's residual income without the monthly auto ship. And that's why I love these kinds of programs. There's no contract. You can withdraw your capital anytime. You can also withdraw your tokens. You can withdraw your Bitcoin, your Ethereum. Nothing is ever locked up. You have control. You can earn passively without sponsoring. There's people that just want to earn without talking to anybody. This is for you. We've got that. Okay. Cloud Token generates revenue from the arbitrage trade and nothing else. Well, there's other ways they make revenue, but 100% of what you put in is used for the arbitrage trade. In other words, no money that you put in is paying me, is paying Ronald, is paying the company, is paying the person who invited you to this call. None of that pays Rodney. What it earns is how we get paid. Okay. And last but not least, the token has the potential to increase in value 100-fold over 12 months. So here's the income disclaimer. So the cloud token will not and cannot guarantee that you'll make these levels of income, and you accept the risk that the earnings and incomes differ by individual. And as with any business, your results may vary and will be based on your individual capacity, business experience, expertise, and level of desire. There's no guarantees concerning the level of success you may experience, and everyone's success depends on their dedication, desire, and motivation. And the other disclaimer I want to point out is, put in whatever you can afford to lose, because this is still the crypto space and it's volatile, it's risky. So put in whatever you can afford to lose, okay? Now, so how you earn. You deposit your crypto into your account, and it can be anything from Ethereum, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Dodge, top 20 coins. A lot of these are top 10, okay? So you deposit that, you turn on the AI bot, which is the Jarvis. Once it's turned on, within 2 days, you'll earn anywhere from 6 to 12% monthly on your capital, which is about 0.3 to 0.33% daily, okay? The other thing is you can withdraw or cancel anytime. Nothing holding you back. So for example, if you put $1,000 in crypto, let's say Bitcoin or Ethereum, in your cloud token wallet, the account growth averages 10% monthly. You're looking about earning about $100 monthly in cloud token. So the account balance adjusted daily, you're looking about $3.33 daily. Okay, so hypothetically, if the cloud token value increases by 10, so will the value of the cloud tokens that you have. Okay, so the benefits of sharing. So I showed you a way where you can actually earn without sharing. Here's another way you can earn with sharing, and the sky's the limit for this, folks. Okay, so let's say, for example, Sally brings in and she funds her wallet with a minimum of 500 USD and any of the available coins I shared. She will receive on average 10% monthly paid in cloud tokens. On level 1, she will earn 100% matching bonus on the person she brought in on level 1. Okay. On level 2, she'll earn a 50% matching bonus. That's if she brings in someone else on level 1. So if you have 2 on level 1, you earn 2 deep. You have 3 on level 1, you earn 3 deep, and so on and so forth. When you have 15 wide, which is your level 1, you earn 15 deep. But once you hit that magic number of 16 wide, you will earn 21 levels deep. All right? So there it is. So every direct level Every direct referral on your level 1 opens another level. So 3 directs qualifies for 5%. So level 1, 100% matching bonus. Level 2, 50% matching bonus. And level 3 to level 21 is a 5% matching bonus. All right. And in order to earn the matching bonuses, okay, your overall account has to be well over 500 USD worth. So make sure you put in more than that, because when Bitcoin goes down, so does that value. Okay, just a heads up. Now, again, the benefits of sharing. So if we do the math on here, okay, let's say you got level 1 and all these people earn that much in level 1. And then you got people in level 2 that earn that much. You add that up, you're looking at $13.25 per month, which again, you're paid in cloud token. Okay, so let's say, for example, hypothetically speaking, if you have 20,000 cloud token, remember the name of the game in this business is to accumulate as much cloud token as you can. Really, that's all you're doing. That's the job here, is accumulate as much cloud token as possible. And 20,000 cloud token, if you had that at 30 cents, okay, and the price of the cloud token gets to $10, that's 30 times the growth, which means about 200,000 USD worth of cloud token. Now, you're not going to be greedy, okay? And I stress this: you're not going to be greedy and start liquidating when it gets to $10. You're always taking out profit regularly. So when it hits $1, take out some profit. When it hits $3, take out some profit. When it hits $5, take out some profits. When it hits $10, take out some profits. The reason why people lose money, okay, is because of the greed. Always take out profits when you can. Otherwise, you're simply rich on paper, period. Okay? Now, the benefits of sharing. So this is the bird's eye view of the qualifications and how much money can be earned. Level 1, 100%. Level 2, 50% matching bonus. And level 3 to level 21 is 5%. But folks, this is the small money, okay? The big money is in the rank promotions. And we're talking about C1. What's a C1? A C1 is when you, in your overall business, accumulate 200,000 in team volume that's in the Jarvis. Okay? So once you become C1, that's because you've got over 200,000 team volume. You rank up to a C1 and you receive an extra 5% to infinity, which means your 100% is now 105. Your 50% is now 55%. Your 5% from level 3 to level 21 has now doubled. You've just doubled your income from level 3 to level 21, which is very exciting. And then you've got C2 rank promotion. A C2 is simply someone who's got 3 C1s in 3 separate legs. A C3 is someone who has 3 C2s in 3 separate legs. A C4 is someone who has 3 C3s in 3 separate legs. And a C5, and right now I don't think there's anyone who's a C5, but there's some people who are close. A C5 is someone who has 3 C4s in 3 separate legs. And this is when the company really pays up. I mean, I think they pay up at C2 and C3. So everyone's goal really is to get to C2 as soon as possible, because anyone can become a C1. But you want to be a C2 or above. C2, a C1 makes about 100 plus daily. So 100 USD in cloud tokens daily or more. You've got a C2 who's going to earn about 1,500 to 2,500 daily. You've got a C3 who's making 15,000 to about 25 to 30,000 daily. And a C4 is making about 40 to 65,000 on a daily basis in cloud token. And a C5, we don't know yet. But what we do know is that they're going to earn 5% revenue of the entire company. So you get a share in that 5% revenue, which is very exciting. That's a big money there. So it's in the rank promotions where the big money's at. Okay? All right. So cloud token here is an example of how the cloud token works.
Hey guys, in this video, I want to show you how to use the cloud token wallet. As you can see, there is a project manager section. There is the super wallet section over here. It currently supports holding Ethereum, USDT, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Doge, and TrueUSD. So what I want to do is choose any of those cryptocurrencies, for example, Bitcoin, and you want to click on deposit and deposit Bitcoin into the wallet so that you can activate the Jarvis AI software with that Bitcoin, okay? So once you do that, once you deposited Bitcoin into the wallet, what you want to do is click on projects and Jarvis AI, and you're going to choose the Bitcoin or any other of the coin that you have deposited to hold into this wallet to activate Jarvis AI. And you want to go ahead and click here and click on max and proceed, okay? Max and proceed. Once you've done that, you're going to activate the Jarvis AI. Very shortly, you're going to start receiving daily rewards in Cloud tokens. Now, right now, the price of Cloud token is just 30 cents because we are just in the beginning of this. It launched about a month ago, but the price, I believe, will not stay for that long.
And he was right. The price did not stay. It hit exactly 47.5 cents as of today. So, guys, you know what? Thank you for seeing the very end. I urge you to hop on board. Welcome aboard. We're still in the dial-up stage of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and especially in Cloud token. We're not even in the basement. Okay, timing couldn't be better. There's many things that are coming on board with the Cloud token. If you were here in the first hour, Ron, I was talking about all these different revenue streams from these apps that he put together, decentralized apps. We're talking about a SIM card. We're talking about travel, being able to use your Cloud tokens. Whoa, that wasn't me. So you know what, guys? Thank you for saying the very end. I thank you as well, Rodney, for this opportunity to speak to your group. And guys, get on board. You got a fantastic team.
Hey, but wait a minute.
Fantastic.
Didn't you say you had some kind of free system you wanted to bring to the team? Some free funnel thing? You had something new you want to show everybody?
Okay to talk about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I was talking about earlier about how to game the system. Okay, because all the information I showed you was on being able to make a lot of money, becoming a C2, C3, C4, C5 very quickly. And how do you do that? Well, if you look at the clues, the clue is in having 3 C1s, 3 C2s, and 3 C4s. Now, anyone can become a C1, but in order to become a C3 and above, you need a system. And I'm talking about a franchise system. So very quickly, I've got to bring up my partner who's very instrumental in building systems. Okay, so thank you for the invite again, Rodney. But I'm going to bring up my partner. His name is Casey Comden, one of the top network marketers in Canada's history, if not the number one. $1 million earner, 8-figure earner, I'm going to say, but he builds systems. He knows how to work with people. He's a trainer in my business, and he's been able to take a lot of people in the last week to the C1 position, the C2 position. So I believe he's still on. So if he wants to give us a couple minutes.
I'm right here, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Go ahead, Case.
Excellent, guys. Great to meet everyone here up in Toronto, Canada. Rodney, thanks for having me on. Appreciate you and appreciate everyone. So let me tell you a little of my background. I am a classic network marketer, signed up in 1989 in August, and that was 30 years ago. I made $30 million as the #1 Amway distributor in the history of Canada, of top network marketer, and left the industry about 10 years ago, retired, enjoyed my life, getting pulled back and forth into this industry. I've been involved in crypto since late 16 into 17, bought Bitcoin at $940 and complained about it. I have fallen in love with the crypto space and have said to CN that my top priority is to get everybody to show up in this space, do very, very well, build an exit strategy for wealth and financial freedom. You will be receiving a link to a website called the Next Level Cloud Token Team. Let me tell you exactly what this is about. The way this system works is it works under the concept of a franchise effect or the McDonald's effect. And what that means is that what we're trying to do is get it so that everything is seamless. You don't have to do the presentations. You don't have to teach them how to make a list, contact, show presentations, follow up. all of it will be done inside of a duplicatable system. And that's where we're at. In fact, that's what C and I have been working on for the last 4 or 5 weeks as we partnered up in this training. So this link will take you to this page. And once you fill in your information, say who invited you to the training, you'll end up on this page. This page is actually where you'll receive all the courses. So for example, tonight, if you wanted to read—
Can you share your page, Case?
Oh, sorry. I thought I was sharing.
Nope.
There we go. Let me go. There we are. So the page that you will see will be this one. And this will be actually the link that you'll receive, send you to this one.
We still can't see the page, Case.
Let's see.
Try it. Not the screen.
Do I have control here, bud? Sorry.
Yeah, you do.
Stop sharing.
We saw blue.
You saw blue. So let me go to share and go to screen 3 and go to share. Can you see that one?
It's like here. There you go.
Excellent. Thank you. So when you receive this link, it will take you into this. You'll simply fill out your name, information, etc. In this case, if you're on this call, you're part of Rodney's group, just put Bitcoin Rodney there. And that way we know who to track it to, so we can make sure everybody ends up in the right teams. What will happen is you'll get into the back office. The back office is this training portal. Super excited about this. We have been capturing all the data we can about the cloud token business. Our goal is to decrease the amount of research and time you have to do to give you the most amount of information to have the most amount of success with the least amount of effort. What does that mean? Well, first of all, the presentation you saw tonight that CM put on, a similar one was done back in July 26. We have a new one coming up. We'll be loading the back office here. If you want to check out the plan itself from the corporate side, you can click on it. So for example, when you click on that, it will bring up this. Of course, you can click on the button.
Welcome to the call, everyone. My name is CM.
And you will remember that. And of course, you can go to the next one, which will take you to the corporate presentations, etc. But the goal here is to drop you through an effortless way to really do the research. So what we've done is we've captured some of the top videos that are out there, explain Cloud Token. And this particular video here, which is must watch, is actually an overview from Ronald I describing every aspect of the entire system. He talks about the transactions, the transparency, the wallets, security, the buying system, CTO anywhere, and he makes it so it's effortless for you to understand the technology behind it. Also he also talks about the Jarvis AI, gives a description how that robot is trading, and this is live off of his desk. It's about 6 minutes long. You'll learn a ton on that. But the big one that I want to share with you is one of the top guys in the world, a guy named John McCarthy, is actually a $50,000 a day in 50-day earner. He put this information up. We're super proud of it and super grateful to his team for allowing us to share it. Then some worldwide testimonies, everything you need to know about a live on-phone explanation on how to use your Cloud Token app. Where that takes you is to the first part, which is let's get started. How do we set you up on your phone? How do you get a Cloud Token into your phone? How do you go to the right addresses? How do you purchase cryptocurrency? How do you set up the Google Authenticator? How do you document all your information? How do you deposit the funds? And then, of course, how do you place those funds into the Jarvis AI trading robot? So again, this is a complete turnkey McDonald's franchise effect, a system that makes it effortless for you. Let me just share the number one thing that I can tell you about networking. The number one non-profit activity in networking is training. Let me repeat myself. The number one nonprofit activity in all of networking or affiliate marketing or anything you're doing is training. You guys will spend an insane amount of time trying to explain how the comp works, explain how the presentation works, setting up their cell phones, hooking up their bots, trying to get them crypto. All that stuff is time wasters. We build a system 100% duplicatable so you can focus on relationships and, of course, introducing more people to the program. So that's all a part of the getting started, registered in Cloud Token. Step 2, though, is where the magic happens. And this is where my skill sets, after being the leader of, I led 250,000 people. I built the largest Amway business in the history of Canada, one of the largest guys in the history of the world. And my passion is the people. I could care less about the company. I care about the people. And what I try and do is make these concepts as short and tight as possible. Inside of this back office training, you're going to find out what we call the overview strategy, from strategy to tactical. There's strategy, which is macro, tactical, which is micro. These are the steps you need to take. Inside this particular video section, you're going to see it's only 21 minutes long, but 21 minutes of gold. And inside of it, you're going to see the 5 pieces of getting actually started, which is the list segmentation, contacting, presentation, follow-up, and getting other people started. Then what's going to happen is we're going to introduce you to the 3 compensation pieces that are inside of the actual cloud token business. So you need to know personal crypto results, unilevel payments per depth, and then what we call C2 rank advancements, which of course is the entire focus of our organization. We believe that the only reason someone should seriously take a run at this as a promoter is that they are going to begin with the end in mind, which is to become a C2 level. That's $1,000 to $2,000 a day. Most of you on this call would be able to retire, go full time, and enter into this in a very significant way. In order to do that, you need to have a strategy and you need to have the action steps, the tactical, to execute that. And that's exactly what we do. Strategy 1, focus on C2, begin with the end in mind. Strategy 2 is actually begin to develop the depth, finding 3 key leaders that you put 21 levels of depth under. And then strategy number 3, which is of course doing what we call enrollments for basically causing people to get more crypto with their crypto. We actually have a very special offer in the back here. We explain to people how to get somewhere between not 6 and 12, but actually 20 and 24% personal return on their cryptocurrency using something called a fourplex. You can study that in the back office. Again, an advanced strategy, but you'll love it when you see it. Since the accounts are free to set up, you'll understand why this is very powerful. Basically, it's a compound on the compound, and you're putting yourself in a place for your own matching bonuses on your own volume. And then from there, brings us to the last part, which is just the wrap up. Step 1, 3 team leaders. Step 2, building depth strategically. Step 3, making sure that you're properly placed inside of the system. And that is just the training video on how to make sure you've got the right vision. Last part of this, of course, is what we call list segmentation probability score. This is a life-changing technology that I've been developing for the past 20, 30 years. I believe the number one reason why people fail in networking is because they come to the table with a ton of emotion about what they think other people should do. The secret to success, in my opinion, is what I call a probability score, where you sit down and ask 5 very strategic questions about what people should do to get started. And in this case, you can see here, I asked 5 questions about every prospect. I said, what's your level of influence with them? What's their familiarity with Bitcoin? What's their open-mindedness versus skepticism? What's their technical skill and competency? And what's the size of network and influence? You'll get a score out of 50. It'll tell you exactly who to work with, who not to work with, and when to work with them, because every person is definitely a person you should connect with, but you need to figure out which one and which person in what order, and is a very powerful audio. And the final part of this, and I'll just wrap it all up and say, is that once you've figured out who the first people are to prospect, you should probably then sit down and figure out what to say to them. We have contacting scripts. You can download them over here. You can write these scripts out and then find out the perfect things to say to attract people with a compelling reason for them to look at this option. And then of course, finally from there, you'll go to the getting into the presentation, which of course you can already see in tonight. So I sorry, that's a ton of information as quick as I could, but I hope that made a difference.
Awesome. Awesome.
Hey, I want to say something. So are you saying to me, Casey James, that this entire system is free for our team?
Yes, sir.
What's the catch? Come on.
Come
on. You can tell me, bro. You can tell me.
Yeah, I'd be happy to, Rodney. So seriously, so I got involved with USI, and you were actually one of my heroes. And I saw you interviewing the guys on the boat in was it Spain somewhere, Mallorca?
Yeah, Mallorca. That's correct. Yeah,
I remember that, and I trusted you, and I believed in you, and I knew that you were a good guy. And I said, it's interesting when CN called me. He's like, I got Bitcoin, Rodney. I got to do a present. I'm like, really? I said, I love that guy. And so, anyways, I watched you. I was only in USI for about 100 days. I put about 5,000 people in, and was making about 300,000 a month. I did real well, real fast. Of course, as you know, everything that happened, and I have sat back for 2.5 months looking at this thing, just scared shitless.
Right.
Shit, man, I don't freaking want to do this again.
Right. Exactly.
So I said, CN, I'll tell you what, man, you be the front stage, I'll be the backstage. I've been doing this for 30 years. I got 6 kids, 6 amazing reasons to wake up every day. And I'll build a system that's the real deal. If Cloud Token's real, and it's got at least a little legs on it, let's say 2 to 5 years, and they become a large pay platform, and they're doing all right, and they get all the licenses, and they're setting themselves up in KYC, and they're showing all the trades in Binance, and they've got all the stop systems in place to, if it gets too big, what was the biggest problem with USI is there's no governance, right? There was no systems to control its enormous growth. So I said, well, I'll build a back-end training system. I said, I want to help people. And we had some winners in USI. We had some people who got hurt very badly. And my passion is people, Rodney. Network marketing, unfortunately, I'm just super ridiculously smart at it. And if I had my choice, I wouldn't do it. But I just know more of my baby finger about how to help everyone here make, a 6-figure income. I've helped 500 people make $1 million in network marketing. So if you look me up, you'll know who I am. And my passion is the people. So I run another company called Human Potential International. And my passion is to help people find their optimal personal power to get the life that they want. I do, I've done very well and I'm very blessed. And today I'm just want to be a part of the next generation of wealth creation. I don't do lotions, potions, powders, and pills anymore. Ever since I saw crypto, I just don't know how to do it. So.
Well, you know what, Casey, man, I want to say, man, at 1,000%, I really, really appreciate, your wherewithal, your wits, being able to put together. I don't have that kind of strategy. I don't have those types of, it's hard for me to sit still right now to even let alone build a whole system. I am so glad that we have you, that seeing met you, or you saw me on a boat talking to Mallorca or whatever it is. I'm glad that we have you here and that you've done well. And I mean, one of my first actual trainings was by Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel.
Wow.
Of Amway.
Of Amway, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I went to several meetings, and one of my important tapes back then with cassette tapes from Amway was the 4 Wins.
Oh wow, that's an old tape.
Yeah, 4 Wins. I started off as a little teenager learning how to market and sell. So I was born into it. You know what I mean? I was born into marketing. And I've done quite well in my day, but I feel better training and helping someone else do the exact same thing I did or better, and that's what makes me feel good. Seeing others grow and do well and have tears in their eyes because they came from Joe to a Joanne, or from a little guy to a big guy. So those are the things that I'm pretty excited about as well. So thank you so much, Casey, for putting this together. Pleasure. I will be offering this to the whole team. It's going out in an email. I got guys right now behind me, came all the way over to here to get started, in Cloud Token. So I need a system so they can get to my house.
Yeah. I was very blessed, Rodney. I actually I was 4 levels in depth from Dexter Yeager. So
I love Dex, man. I love Dex.
I was trained by the #1 guy in the history of the earth. And I don't know how to do it any other way. With 29, I made my first $1 million. 30, I was making $200,000 a month. At 31 years of age, I was making $500,000 a month. And and the year was 1997.
Wow.
And it was just like a different era, And now, I kind of like, I look back, and I had a mentor that changed my life. His name was Dr. George, and he was underneath Dexter. And I had the blessing of working directly with the finest, most sophisticated networkers in the history in the world. And so here I am now at 54, looking for the 25-year-old Casey, saying, well, listen, I know what to do. I just don't want to do it.
Right.
So yeah, beautiful, man. And if I can help in any way, and of course we're all on the call because of Sal. Sal's an amazing guy, and I was working with Sal in another company, and I knew CN. CN knew me from Amway, and he's like, man, if we could ever get Casey, I happened to run into him at a meeting, and it's
there
all.
You go. And that's what meetings are for, man. I mean, that's where the magic happens. They always say at a meeting. You know what I mean? A meeting. Back in those days, right? A meeting or a tape. But so all we gotta do right now is I gotta sign up on this link, right? Then when I sign up, I send that link to my whole team. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's correct. And we're gonna be updating videos. We're constantly fine tuning and tweaking, and anything that we'll talk offline. But I can do anything you need for your team. Is
there a way that I can take this link and make it so it captures the data of the name and email address? So. And go right to my Weber. As long as everybody just says that they're, Bitcoin Rodney, then I'll know exactly where to push the data. Okay, great. So I'll get with you outside of this right here, and then we'll go from there. But so guys, I want to thank everyone who tuned in to this actual great, unexpected Zoom. We heard from Ronald I, the creator of Cloud Token, and then we heard from the great CN. And then we heard from the great Casey James, and now here I am. And guys, I'll be sending this information out to you guys via email as soon as it actually renders. It'll be on my Facebook page and also inside the Facebook group. Guys, the guy behind me is the guy who does a lot of my business cards, a lot of my marketing material. Does all types of flyers, visual, Instagram stuff. So I'll be putting him also into my Facebook group so you guys can get with him again and get anything you want made as far as marketing on Facebook, Instagram, social media, YouTube. This guy is a beast. And, you know, if he's on my team, he's on your team too. So guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. See you later.
Awesome. Peace and love.
Thanks, Rodney. Thanks, Ian.
You guys got it.
Good night, guys.
Take care.